One. Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. My name is Monroe Mann. Hello to TikTok. Hello to YouTube. And we're doing another Let's Do Push-Ups. It's Tuesday. It's Veterans Day. I'll probably going to do another live stream later for Veterans Day. I forgot about that. I think we should definitely do something to say what's going on to the veterans who have given so much for our country. Hello, Jonathan Oliveris. Great to see you. By the way, I'm in New York now, for whatever that's worth. Still trying to get acclimated to being back and all that stuff. And what's up, good cat? How are you? I've only got, I think, 25 minutes to do a live stream because I think I might have a break diving event that we have to do afterwards. I'll check. Remind me at in about 25 minutes to check. So anyway, we're gonna get started with some push-ups and good cat, Jonathan Oliveris. Hope you guys will get on the floor and do some push-ups with me. Here we go. By the way, it's super cold here. It's 34 degrees. And it's supposed to snow later this afternoon. I said I wanted cold. Well, I got cold. You know what? You always want what you can't have, right? I wanted, when I was in New York, living in New York before, I wanted to get out of the cold and go live in the heat. Moved down to Florida, wanted to leave the heat and go back to the cold. Now that I'm in New York in the cold, I want to go back to the heat. Good cat. Is that work? Hope you're having a good day at work. And let's get down and do some push-ups. All right, here we go. Got my push-up sticks, and we're gonna do some push-ups. This new apartment is really annoying. Whenever there's wind, it's like the whole building like creaks or something. It's supposed to be. I mean, the amount of money being paid for this is to have all that creaking outside when the wind blows. Not cool. Not cool. Here we go. I'm gonna shoot for 60 push-ups total, probably broken up into 2 sets. So we'll start with see if we can shoot for 40. 40 push-ups. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And get down on the floor and do these with me. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 30, 30, 35. All right, I stopped at 35, which means we've got 25 more to go. And forgive the sniffling. I've got a bad cold. I've been sick the last 4 or 5 days. I'm hoping today is the worst. Because I want to start getting better. Don't you hate that with a cold? Sometimes you go to bed and you think it can't get any worse than this. And then you wake up the next morning, you're like, oh my gosh, it got worse. I'm hoping tomorrow is not that day. I see some comments on both YouTube and TikTok. I'll respond to the comments in a second. I can't read them right now. We got 25 more push-ups to go. Maybe break it up into 2 sets. Probably maybe do 15 and 10. Let's see. 1, 3, 4, 5, 8, 11, 12, 13, 15. All right. So now we've done 40 push-ups, and we've got 10 more to go to reach 60. 10 more to go. All right. Big money. Big money. Here we go. By the way, my name is Monroe Mann. If you're just joining me, thanks for following me on TikTok and YouTube. If you want to give a super chat or a gift or anything like that, would really appreciate it. I used to be a big earner on YouTube. Used to make like $500 a month. Now if I make $5 a month, I consider that a good month. Being a live streamer is very fickle. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we did 60. So that's good. I'm gonna take a little break. Let me look at these comments. Good Cat, you had a sleep study done. How did that sleep study go? I'm very curious to know. Oh, you had sleep apnea. Interesting. Good Cat, I just heard that there's a new treatment for sleep apnea where you don't need to wear the PAP, what do you call it, the CPAP machine? So look into that. Hi Hot Cheetos, Ghost World, and on TikTok, let's see. Gloria Hernandez, how are you? Woolbeard, Tundra Time. Richard, how are you? Let me see. Did someone? Oh, Aaron Wright just followed the live creator on TikTok. Thank you to Aaron Wright. All right. So I'm just finishing up the push-up section. We're going to get started with sit-ups in a moment. So get ready. We're going to get down on the floor and going to shoot for 50 sit-ups, 50. And hello, Aiden Dodson and all you guys. Dark King is in the house on YouTube. Okay, time to do the sit-ups. That was weird. What was that noise? Hope my rocking chair didn't break. That would be terrible. Let me put this here for a second. I don't have my little day bed set up yet, so I can't do the sit-ups on the bed. I have to do them on this mat. And I have confirmed it's a heck of a lot harder to do the sit-ups on the floor on the mat than it is on my bed. In any case, here we go. Let's go for 50. I'll read comments in a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I can't do them as fast. 23, as I did on the bed. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 31. But we're getting there. 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, 42. Oh man. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh man. Ay, ay, ay. That's a lot of sit-ups. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering, my name is Monroe Mann, YouTube and TikTok #1 live streamer. How you doing, Echo? Your girl? Dark King? Oh, yup. That's gonna time you out. All right, let's look at TikTok. How you doing, Say Less? Thanks, Mildred, for sharing the live. Risky Business says hello. Mildred. Oh, Risky Business followed me. Thank you for following me on TikTok. Thank you for all of you who are following me on YouTube. Let's see what else we got. Okay. All right, we're about to do the pull-ups and push-ups portion. By the way, we need a few more likes on YouTube. Come on, we've only got 3 so far. And Good Cat, what do you mean you were talking about inspire? Tell me more what you mean. For those of you who don't know, I used to live in Miami Beach, Florida, and moved back recently to New York for a job in Manhattan. It's good to be back in the job, in the city and all that, but it's a lot of walking. I got to commute. I got to walk to the train station, get on the train, then walk to the subway, then get out of the subway, walk to work, and then back. So like this last week and a half, doing more walking than I've done per day in a long time. That started to hurt my back and my right leg, and I went to the doctor and I got a muscle relaxer, and it helped tremendously. So I just took one, and that's it, and it fixed the problem. I haven't taken any since. So anyway, that's good news, because walking with pain, never pleasant. Mr. Goodcat says I'm talking about Inspire, the new device people are using besides CPAP. I don't know how I feel about something that goes inside you. Oh, I didn't know about that, Goodcat. I didn't know that it actually goes inside you. So definitely do the research and figure it out. I thought it was just a simple solution. All right, I need to grab some water, and then we're going to do some pull-ups. I know this looks like weird stuff. It's just flavored water. It's not vitamin water. I put water in and I put some flavor in. Okay, let's go do some pull-ups. And if you want, you can do some pull-ups with me. As you can see, it's just a simple pull-up bar right on the in the bathroom. It's kind of funny. I put this in the bathroom in Miami Beach, and now I have it here on the same bathroom in. It's also in the bathroom here. Let me see if I could set this up so you guys can see. There we go. And just a quick lesson for those of you who don't know. If you do pull-ups with your palms facing away, it's going to do more of your triceps. If you do them when they're facing you, it's going to do more of your biceps. We'll do a little of both, and you'll see how that works. So I'll start with the biceps one. So I'm going to be facing like this, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, first round done. What do we got over here? Hi, Junior. And Good Cat says, Good Cat, you are not breathing once every 60 seconds? You know why? It's because I'm YouTube's #1 live streamer, and I make my fans breathless. So don't be concerned. It's just me. I bet when you're not watching me, you breathe a lot easier, more easily. The lack of oxygen is causing your heart rate. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. I'm glad you got that diagnosed. You got a CPAP machine. You had 2 nights in a row with good sleep. Congrats, good cat. Well, that's fantastic. Whether you use the CPAP or whatever, just the fact that you figured that out. I will tell this to all of you. This applies to anything that you do in life, but certainly with medical issues. Don't stop until you find a solution. Don't stop until you find a solution. If one doctor is not telling you there's nothing that can be done, go to another doctor. If you get a diagnosis through AI and you don't like it, go get a diagnosis. I'm not asking you to cherry pick and find the diagnosis that makes you happy. But I'm saying if you're having trouble breathing, like Good Cat is, go talk to as many doctors as you need to figure it out. If you're having problems with your knees and your back or your neck or your hip or something, and the doctor you go to says, yeah, there's nothing that really can be done. Don't listen to them. Keep going. Figure out what you need to do in order to get the relief that you need. Life is hard enough. Life is so difficult. It's even more difficult when you've got physical pain in your body and you're struggling just to get through the day. And don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going. All right. So that being said, let's not give up with this. Let's keep going. We just did a 10 for the biceps. Now let's do 10 for the triceps. So I'm turning them this way. Let's do that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Next round, we're going to do wide grips. I'll shoot for 10 as well. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And okay. How you doing, Half Cent? And what's up, APXLLYXNWQRP in Cincinnati? Thank you for the compliment. Hey, what's up, CB on TikTok? Come on, guys, we're doing. You can watch me on TikTok. You can watch me on YouTube. If you want to be a real fan, you can come knock on my apartment door and say, "Hey, I want to watch you live, because you think you're watching me live here. It's not really. It's virtually live. But if you really are a fan, you will come and watch me live. I know there's a mattress here. This is my mattress that I used to do the sit-ups on down in Florida. I haven't found a place to put that bed yet. So I'm figuring it out. I'm hoping by the end of the month I will have that sorted out. Good Cat, I don't understand how long have you had this issue with the sleep apnea? I mean, have you been tired every day, or like did you wake up multiple times during the night? Like how did you even realize that you had an issue? All right, we're doing some wide grips now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I have to go check something. I might have a break diving event at 9 o'clock. If so, I need to cut this live stream short. Let me just check the computer really quickly. and see if anybody signed up. I only created the event about 2 days ago, so it's possibly not. If you're wondering what I'm doing, you can check us out at breakdiving.io. We're a global, not-for-profit personal growth and friendship community. And let's see. Okay. Yeah, nobody's registered, so that is good news. If any of you do have the Breakdiving mobile app, it has a couple of bugs that were introduced over the last 4 days. We should have it fixed in about 48 hours in case you do use those. What if I should do another round of pull-ups? I think I will. Let's look at the Tic Tac, folks. What's up, Chevy Dagoat? Chevy Dagoat says, how are you #1 TikTok live streamer when you only have 5 viewers? Chevy, on TikTok, I don't even have 5 viewers. I have 3 viewers. The key to success in life, guys, is deluding yourself. You have to delude yourself. You have to believe you are better than everyone else. Otherwise, you quit. So I keep saying that I am YouTube and TikTok #1 live streamer, because that's what you got to do. You've got to convince yourself and everyone else that you are the next big thing. If I believe that I am the worst, that's not going to encourage me to keep going. Every time I say that I am YouTube and TikTok #1 live streamer, makes me happy, makes me feel good. And if it makes me feel good, makes me happy, I'll be encouraged. I'll keep doing more of the live streams, and eventually I will have more and more followers and more viewers. And it's the same thing that any of you do in life. You have to convince yourself that you're better than you are. It doesn't mean you can't get caught up in it. You know, I'm sure you all know guys and girls who think they are so beautiful. And like, oh my God, I'm the hottest. I'm the hottest thing ever. And I have to eventually, people keep inviting me to co-host on TikTok. I should do a TikTok just randomly without doing YouTube so that I can accept yes and do some of the co-host things. But I mean, going back to what I was saying, oh my God, I'm so good looking. I'm the greatest. Yeah. You can't do that, but you should feel confident enough, no matter who you are, and say, you know what? I'm a good looking person. And here's the thing, maybe you don't think you're good looking. You're always more good looking than somebody. So maybe you think that you're a 6 or a 4. Guess what? You're more good looking than a 3. And that should make you feel like, oh, good. And guess what? If you're a 1, you're still better looking than a 0. What is a 0? How bad looking is a 0? That's hard. I don't think anyone's a 0. My point being is you should believe in yourself, every single one of you. And the people who think that they're really good looking are probably not as good looking as they think they are. Or the more good looking they think they are, the lower their social skills. And the worse their general attitude is. Bottom line, believe in yourself. Am I YouTube's #1 live streamer? You know it. Am I TikTok #1 live streamer? You know it. Let me do another round here. Let's see, which one shall we do? Oh, you know what? I wasn't able to do this type over here back in Miami Beach. Let me try that from this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good stuff. That is good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Turn off the light in the restroom. Don't want to waste electricity. All right, sitting in the different chair here. Ugh. Okay. What's up, Kira? Kira says everyone is beautiful. You're right. That's what Kira says on TikTok. Everyone is beautiful. Everyone has something special to share. The key is to find out where is your beauty. Where is your beauty? What is it about yourself that is extraordinary? What is it about you that is attractive to other people? So, Kira, you're 100% correct. By the way, Kira, if you follow me here on TikTok, everyone will know that you are the most beautiful person on TikTok. Let me see these comments on YouTube. Uh, GK says that's a good thing to say if doctor says differently. Young Crow, you ever taken a? I don't know what that is. Deja says, "Hey Crow." Stone says, "Stop giving life advice in your PJs on a Tuesday." I'm entitled to give life advice on a Tuesday because I am a veteran, and today is Veterans Day, and I can do whatever the heck I want on Veterans Day because I served my country with pride. And also, my new job gives gives everybody off on Veterans Day, so I'm having a good time. Thanks. Look at that, Kira. Did Kira subscribe? Did Kira really subscribe to me? Because it says, oh, she says, Happy Veterans Day, and I'll follow you on YouTube as well. Kira, I'm going to talk to the people on YouTube. Kira is beautiful. She's the most beautiful TikToker I've ever seen. Kira, you know, my heart is palpitating like Mr. Goodcats on YouTube when he doesn't have a CPAP machine. Let's see. Cap in USA says, I would not trust those chin-up pull-up bars. You got to be careful, Captain, because they could break. So I definitely agree. That's why if you see me when I do the pull-ups, my legs are kind of like this. I do that to make sure that if I fall or if the pull-up bar breaks, I can land on my feet. Kira says, "Stop it! Stop it!" Mick says, "That man is in his own home. How are you going to tell him otherwise?" That's right, Mikey P. Mikey P on YouTube knows what's going on. Andre says, I look like Mark Zuckerberg. Thank you. That means I look very, very wealthy. Thanks, Captain. Veterans Day. Boo Boo Hoot says, what do you think happens in the afterlife? It's a really good question. And I don't know. I do believe in God. I do believe that we were created for a reason. I don't believe that this is all just a fluke. But if you ask me if I have all the answers and if I understand everything, absolutely not. I'm as confused as the rest of us. What's up, Ben? Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to my channel. Andre says, I followed you because you're a vet. Thank you for your service. Hooah. Hooah. Andre says, I am a troll. This is funny, guys. This guy on YouTube says, I am a troll, but I respect our troops. Well, if you're a troll, I'm going to troll you because you spelled R wrong. It's O-U-R, not A-R-E. So I'm pinning you to the wall of shame. Andre's message is now pinned. Guys, remember, our O-U-R is different from R, A-R-E. Like you are a veteran is A-R-E. I support our veterans, O-U-R. That's possessive. O-U-R. There's someone on TikTok with his name is period. Just a dot. That's it. Welcome, Dot. Good to have Dot here on YouTube and TikTok Live. So my motivation for today, I'll probably come back and do another YouTube or TikTok a little bit later because it's Veterans Day. But I like to end these fitness live streams with a little bit of motivation, a little bit of hope. We talked about that before. If you have some medical issue or some pain in your body and it seems like it cannot be fixed, keep searching. Keep searching on AI. Keep going onto the internet. Keep talking to as many doctors as you need. Don't give up until you find a solution. Let me unpin Andre's message there. He's been put in there too long in the on the wall of shame. I'm reading a book right now called Disrupt Everything. I think that's the name of the book. I don't want to lead you astray. Let me go look and find the name of the book, and then we can talk about it. So stand by 1 second. Let's see what the name of it is. Yeah, okay. It's called Disrupt Everything and Win. And I got the offer this job in New York City, and I was living in Florida. And I flew up to New York about a month ago to look at apartments and to figure out where I'm going to live. And it's extremely stressful. I mean, starting a new job is stressful. Moving is stressful. But starting a new job and moving for that new job is extraordinarily stressful. And when I was at LaGuardia Airport coming back down to Florida, you know how they sell books at these various shops along the way. I found this book by a James Patterson and a co-author. James Patterson is that uh, novelist. And it said disrupt everything and win. And it just it jumped out at me because the book was basically saying you can use the disruptions in your life to be a launch pad. The disruptions in your life are not going to derail you necessarily if you look at it in a positive way and you embrace those disruptions and use those disruptions in your life to actually push yourself forward. And I thought, my gosh, this is perfect for what's going on in my life. I'm about to potentially move from, Florida, South Florida, back to New York and start a new job. That's a huge disruption in my life. That's a huge disruption. So I got the book, and I'm about maybe 1/3 done. I read a little bit more of it every twice a day on the train ride into the city, and I really like the message because it helps to remind me and anyone who reads it. I'm hoping to remind you that don't get so comfortable in the status quo. Status quo means in what's happening, what you're used to, the routine that you've come accustomed to. Don't become so comfortable in that when there is some disruption in your life, you run away from it. I don't know yet if this new job and moving to New York is the best thing for me, but I'm glad that I've taken the chance. I'm glad that I embraced the disruption and came here. As I say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Could it have been a good decision for me just to stay in Florida? Absolutely. Sometimes doing nothing is the best strategy because doing nothing is doing something. You've decided to do nothing. But something was gnawing at me, telling me, no, this is the better decision. Go. Go back to New York. And it's too early for me to tell you if this was the best thing for me to do. I'll probably know in 3 to 6 months about the ramifications of how this all turned out. But in terms of the hope and motivation for today, for you, don't run away from disruption. It's going to happen. Things are going to happen to you today, tomorrow, later this week, next month, whatever, and it's going to totally disrupt your plans and it's going to be different from what you would expected. Embrace it. Embrace it and go, "Yes, I've got something that's disrupting my life." Because the way that you look at that disruption will determine how things turn out. You can look at that disruption and go, "Why is this happening to me?" For example, I was in 2004, I had an office in Union Square in Manhattan, and I was producing this feature film, and my band was being scouted by production companies, my rock band, to have a reality show about us. I mean, things were going super, super well for me. And then I got my mobilization orders to go to Iraq because I was a member of the New York Army National Guard. Huge disruption, huge disruption, unfathomable disruption. And at the time, it was extremely stressful. And I was I was proud to be able to serve my country, but disappointed that had to break the lease on the office, the movie fell apart, the offers that we were entertaining and discussing for the band disappeared. But looking back, I mean, today's Veterans Day. Looking back, that was one of the most defining, positively defining moments in my life was me going to Iraq and serving my country and helping the people in Iraq. And I wouldn't, if I could go back in time and say, Monroe, would you rather have gone to Iraq or would you rather have had the movie take off and your TV show take off? I wouldn't change anything because me being a veteran is what really it influenced my life positively in so many ways, and it was the biggest disruption probably in my life was finding out I'm heading off to Iraq to a war. So I hope that put things into perspective for you too, because I don't think anything going on in your life is going to be as big of a disruption as, hey, pack your bags, you're going to Iraq, right? So it's appropriate, I guess, that today is Veterans Day, and I tell you this story. Use your disruptions for as propellant. Use the disruptions in your life as fuel. You have no idea where the disruption is going to take you. And this applies to everything. Your boyfriend or girlfriend breaks up with you, or your husband or wife says, I want a divorce, or the girl or guy that you're pursuing says, I'm not interested in you, or the agents that you pursue because you're trying to sell your novel say, no, we're not interested, or the investors that you reach out to because you want to raise money say, no, I'm not investing. At the time, it seems this is a terrible disruption. This should have gone the other way. Someone says someone is interested in contacting the creator on TikTok. Well, you can contact me. Would love to connect with you. You don't know where that disruption is going to take you. Take a deep breath when something unexpected happens, and I want you to just realize, you know what? Maybe this is going to work out for the best. Maybe this is going to make me a better version of who I am. Maybe this is how things are supposed to work out. Let me just catch up with final comments and I will sign off for now. What's up, Kira? Bino, Meji, Cam, David? David is asking on TikTok, any advice? I think he already left, but I'll answer him anyway. Any advice on getting a girlfriend? I mean, the easiest advice for getting a girlfriend is go on to OkCupid. It's an app, you can download it. Click on passport mode. You will end up speaking to countless women from overseas, from Philippines, from Thailand, from China, and they are very eager to talk to foreigners, and you could easily find somebody on there. That's the easiest way because you'll be talking with lots of girls immediately. That may or may not work for girls who are trying to look for a guy. I mean, the downside is they live, 3,000 miles away, but long distance relationships sometimes turn into regular relationships. In terms of the real world, I would say just have the courage to just talk to people. Just start saying hi. Just go up to somebody, like if you're in the elevator or you're in class or whatever, and you make eye contact, just go, hi. That's it. Hi. Or even if you don't make eye contact, I'm my new job. So many people come up to me and say, Monroe, how the heck do you know everybody? It's only been the first week. I said, I just go up and I just go up and go, hi. Put up my hand. My name's Monroe. What's your name? And I get to know people. So have the courage to just go up to somebody and say, hi, my name's David. Don't say my name is David underscore 81. Don't introduce yourself by your screen name on YouTube. Hi, I'm David underscore 81. And I like what I see. So I hope that helps you, David. Kira says you're an inspiration. Thank you. Thanks, Kira. Tell your friends. Tell all your friends to follow me here on TikTok. Taylor, how are you here? And let me look on YouTube. I've got the YouTube stream going on here. See, the YouTubers can say hi to the TikTokers. What's up? Um, let's see. Banu Krishna says, "Hey, bro, I'm from India. Aapka naam kya hai?" Banu Krishna, maybe that's your name. Mera naam is Monroe. Bhoog lagi hai, bhoog lagi hai. I'm speaking Hindi, in case you didn't know. FDFFDS says, "Are you Jewish?" My dad was Jewish. My mom is Christian, so I'm half Jewish. Mazel tov. Today's gain sharing some for Corinthians from the Bible. Love endures with patience and serenity. Love is kind and thoughtful and is not jealous or envious. Love does not brag and is not proud or arrogant. Very good, wise words. And White Park, 70. Long time no see. It's the first time you're seeing me here on my new digs here in New York. So good to see you. And Exstruction wants me to shout out somebody who is in prison. I'm not going to shout him out, but I will say I wish him well, and I hope things go for him well in the future, and I hope he learns his lesson, and I hope he lives a better life. And what's up, Jake's? Good to see you guys. So, all right, I'm gonna sign off for now. I'll probably come back and do another stream later. You know what? I'm gonna do a live stream on TikTok right now. I'm gonna turn off YouTube and I'm gonna do a new live stream on TikTok because people keep asking me to co-host and I keep saying no. And I figure maybe I should just say yes and I'll give that a try. So I'm just gonna give that a try on TikTok and see what happens. Bye to you guys on YouTube. Bye to you guys on TikTok. My name is Monroe Mann, YouTube, TikTok #1 live streamer. And have a wonderful, thankful Veterans Day. Remember, that's the purpose of Veterans Day, is to say thank you for all of the soldiers who are in the military or who have served in the military so that you can have the freedom to watch me on TikTok and YouTube. Later, summer. I hope you'll please subscribe. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube. Thanks for the 15 likes, guys, on YouTube. Silver medal on the YouTube live stream Olympics. And we've got 731 likes on TikTok. And I got 3 people watching on TikTok. That's not bad. Kira, I love you too. I love you too, Kira. You know it. You know it. I love you, Summer. I love you, Extraction. I love you, White Park. Today's Gain. I love you. Sid, love you. And but I love Kira especially because she wrote, "You're an inspiration." Thank you. Well, you're an inspiration to me, Kira. You are an inspiration.